Hey everyone, welcome back to our chat on mastering everyday English. Today we're diving into the world of supermarket
Yeah,
language.
absolutely.
It's a really practical guide for anyone who wants to feel comfy in the grocery store.
Totally. And I love how the lesson lays out the entire shopping trip, starting right from the moment you grab a shopping cart or a basket. It's like you're stepping into the store with a clear map in hand.
Exactly, it's like a clear blueprint. First, you get a cart or basket, and the guide even gives you a phrase to repeat, I need a basket. It's that repetition that really helps cement those words in your memory.
Yep. And then the tour takes you into the different sections of the store. You've got the dairy section where you find milk, eggs, cheese, and yogurt. It's a neat little vocabulary set for all that essential everyday items.
That's right. Oh, and then there's the produce section for apples and bananas, and the aisles where you find things like canned goods and water bottles.
Mhm.
It's structured so well that by the end of it, you literally have a supermarket map in your head.
I really appreciate how um, they include pauses after each phrase. These short rests give the learner time to absorb the new term, like when you hear dairy section or produce section.
Yes, and speaking of structure, the guide then shifts gears to what happens when you can't find something, like, asking for help. It starts with a simple,
Right.
excuse me? This is crucial because, well, we've all been in that moment at a busy store.
Exactly. It's so reassuring. The content teaches you to politely ask, where can I find the bread? And then suggests you can just switch out bread for any item. It's a formula that really builds your confidence in handling those real life interactions.
Absolutely. And the guide even takes time to demonstrate with pauses for practice, like a mini role play where you repeat, excuse me, where can I find the milk? That repetition is so helpful.
Mhm. Now, what's really cool is the section on asking about quantities. If you need a lot of apples, you might ask, do you sell apples by the kilo or by the pound? That's practical language learning at its best.
Right. And it shows that these conversations aren't just about naming items. They're about handling transactions in real contexts. It's like it's like having a mini script for every step in your shopping trip.
Yes, indeed. I do wonder, though, don't you think that for some learners, the pacing with all these pauses might be um, a bit too methodical? It seems so scripted at times.
That's a fair point, but it's all about building confidence from the ground up. The lesson is clearly designed for beginners, so if you're new, these structured, um, deliberate pauses help you get used to the flow of the
Right.
conversation. It's like scaffolding before you tackle more spontaneous interactions.
Exactly. And then there's that engaging segment at the checkout counter. The phrases, do you have any bags? And answers like, yes, please, or no, thank you. It all reminds you of how real conversations flow.
For sure, it even simulates an actual dialogue where you, as a customer, interact with a cashier. And that little practice dialogue where someone asks, excuse me, where can I find the sugar? And gets a response like, it's in aisle 7, really nails how this would work in a real setting.
hmm And adding the polite closing, have a nice day, with a friendly, you too, thank you, really brings out the cultural aspects of conversation too. It's as much about language as it is about everyday manners.
Right. It touches on both the linguistic and cultural sides of shopping, and the lesson even advises you to try using just one word or phrase, like excuse me, on your next trip. Such a small step can boost your confidence significantly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a brilliant idea. Outputting language in bite sized pieces really encourages active practice. And by doing so, you're not overwhelmed by trying to use too many phrases all at once.
True, the smart design here is to scaffold learning with practical day-to-day phrases that build into a complete experience.
Right.
The lesson acts as a roadmap, taking you through everything from entering the store to saying goodbye at the cashier.
And I must mention the background music. Even though it's just a gentle acoustic guitar tune in the intro, it sets such an upbeat mood, making the whole learning environment unintimidating and kind of relaxing.
Oh yeah, the music definitely adds that extra layer of a friendly vibe. It's like, You're not in a classroom but chatting with friends about everyday errands.
Mhm.
It really helps remove the fear of speaking out loud.
So, by breaking down the vocabulary into segments, first the sections of the store, then asking for help, followed by the checkout interaction, the content cleverly builds a mental map. It's almost like you're rehearsing for an actual shopping trip.
Exactly. It's a step-by-step journey that eases you into the language without overwhelming you. You learn the names of places like the aisles, and each pause lets you, repeat and absorb the material.
Right on. You know what's interesting? This approach not only teaches you vocabulary, but creates a narrative. You actually picture yourself navigating through the store, interacting with staff, and even asking about product availability when an item is out of stock.
Absolutely. And that narrative builds your confidence. It turns a potentially nerve-wracking experience into something, familiar and manageable. Everything from "I
Exactly.
need a basket" to "your total is 23.50" sets up a real scenario for learners.
And it gets you thinking. If you hear these phrases repeatedly, soon you won't even need to mentally translate because they'll just become second nature, right?
Yes, it's like a muscle memory for language. The repeated practice ensures that when you're actually in the store, you can simply respond naturally without that hesitation.
Yep, for sure. But, I think there's also room for a bit more spontaneity. I mean, while the structure is fantastic for beginners, a little room for improvisation could help intermediate learners expand further.
That's a valid critique. The format is very linear, which works great for starting out, but as you become more confident, you might want, more dynamic or unscripted interactions. Still, as a foundation, it's pretty solid. It
Right,
definitely
indeed.
builds that essential base.
Yeah, it's all about finding the right balance. But overall, the guide really nails the essentials of supermarket English, which is, after all, a universal situation for language use.
Exactly. And the guide isn't just memorization, it's about understanding context. Every section, from the dairy to the checkout, tells you not only what words mean, but when and how to use them. It's a complete experience.
Mhm. And the best part is the friendly tone. It's upbeat and encouraging, making it feel like you're learning alongside friends rather than being lectured to.
Definitely. That tone, combined with the pauses and clear instructions, creates an atmosphere where language learning is as natural as a conversation with someone you know.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
engaging and fun.
So, wrapping up our chat, what I take away from this is that the supermarket lesson is more than just vocabulary. It's a comprehensive guide that builds your confidence, teaches you practical dialogue, and even subtly reminds you to be polite and friendly in all interactions.
Absolutely, it marries language and culture perfectly. It gives you both the words and the social context, which is essential for using English in real life.
Mhm.
It's all about making that real world connection.
And isn't that what language learning should be? To step right into everyday scenarios without fear. These tips, careful pacing, and engaging dialogues really do just that.
For sure. It's a wonderful reminder that every little phrase you learn, whether it's "excuse me" or "thank you," is a step toward feeling more at home in an English speaking environment.
Absolutely,
It
right?
really builds up your confidence.
Exactly. So, whether you're a complete beginner or just brushing up, the structured approach of this lesson is a great way to get into the habit of using everyday English.
Indeed, it's a practical roadmap. By knowing where to go in the store and how to ask for help, you're not only learning words, you're mastering a routine that you'll use again and again.
Yep,
That everyday confidence is priceless.
and that's our take on this supermarket language lesson. A super useful guide that turns a simple shopping trip into a full interactive language experience. Thanks for chatting about it with me.
It's been a blast breaking down every step of the journey with you. Keep practicing those phrases, and before you know it, you'll be navigating the supermarket in English like a pro. See you
Definitely.
next time.
Bye, everyone, and happy learning out there.